It is the crack of dawn. It is a very smoky morning outside. What looks like fog is smoke covering the earth. We have a ride coming in about an hour. We will be shuttled away to the concentration camp. The eye doctor. I will sit in there and I will flirt with the girls at the desk. And I will wait, and I will wait, and I will wait, and I will wait, and I will wait for something to happen. I'm very sleepy though, so I'll fall back into my sleep. How many clones of your own self should you tolerate? Hmm? How many do you think there are? Do you know? Do you give a fuck? We're waiting on this ride. I don't know exactly when they come. I think it's 6:45, but it could be 6:30. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm just waiting. I've been waiting for the ride to come. I lost my car keys. I don't know where they are. I believe they're in the house, but I don't know where they are. It's very smoky out here. It smells like smoke. It might be fog. I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong. I'm sometimes wrong. I'm as wrong as often as I am right about things I just guess, throw out there. I found this guy, Commie Mark, and I was looking at him. I don't know. I think it's a gag. I think it's a joke, unless he's really a commie. But I don't know. Check this guy out. So this tickles me. Because I was like, what in the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Now that's the type of communism I can actually get behind. Call me gay. I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? I don't know.
Poised to all. Yeah.
This guy stood here for...
One of my favorite people, Commie Mark.
Огонь на подавление! Фронт сзади по левому флангу! Огонь! Прочь! Они...
Come say goodnight. I'll slip an extra shrimp on the barbie for you. And I am starting to just become a big, huge Commie Mark fan, so...
Огонь на подавление! Фронт сзади по левому флангу! Огонь! Прочь!
Yeah. I was like, that looks like me. A little bit different nose. So this tickles me. Because I was like, what in the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Now that's the type of communism I can actually get behind. Just in his own world. In his mind. I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? Here's the AOC. I don't know who's that. Tits McGee? And Tits McGee. This guy stood here for...
One of my favorite people, Commie Mark.
Огонь на подавление! Фронт сзади по левому флангу! Огонь! You know, that makes me a bad guy, like I'm not like...
The original machine had a base plate of prefamulated amulite, surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing, in such a way that the two spurving bearings were in a direct line with the
Progress
panometric
moves
band.
mankind. Mankind and his toys
Yes, that was once me.
will always
extolling
have
the virtues
upgrades to our
of
toys.
retroencabulation.
Better toys.
Now, I may not be the
And better
dashing and
people.
on-camera narrator I
Putting
once
better
was,
toys
but
forward.
if history tells
For
me
better
anything,
people to play
it's
with
that the
better
Battle of
toys
Hastings was fought in
than previous
1066.
people played
But that's not the point.
with those toys.
The point is that
This guy's getting
encabulation
gray
has a
and old,
rich, sumptuous
but he
history with a
knows
delicate, flaky crust,
he's
relatively
encabulating
unknown to emergent
his
cybersecurity
partner.
personnel. Allow me to elucidate.
The discovery of encabulation was quite accidental, when engineers in the Skunk Works at Mutual Polydynamics coupled a transcendental Hopper datoscope with a spiral decommutator via the application of anhydrous nangling pins, resulting in
It
a
happens
device
every
that
time.
allowed frenetic
We've got a
mastication
ride.
at alarming speeds.
All right, so
The
excited.
device was kept secret for many
Here we
years,
go.
owing to the horrific accident that occurred shortly after its inception. Howsoever, the U.S. Department of Defense and the National Guard soon realized its potential as a weapon of choice, leading to its next iteration, the Hydroencabulator, which they nicknamed Fatboy Slim. Understanding the grisly bare fact of the devastation that would result from its deployment, the project was retubed and transmogrified for industrial supplications. This version, known as the Pseudo-Encabulator, was the infernal Faustian engine that allowed post-war America to realize its aspirations and become the domino player on the world stage. Everybody was encabulating.
I don't understand you. Well, I knew you wouldn't, but if I had told you before, the ants meter on the other side planulates the canoe to spell happiness, and that's the entire secret. There you have it.
During the tumultuous 60s, the psycho-funkadelic vinyl encabulator emerged as the long-haired hippie people's answer to their parents' aging technology, scarving a resonance groove in the hot wax of a new generation of encabulators. However, interest in encabulation waned precipitously until the late 80s, when the public was ready for the next transubstantiation of encabulation, the extraordinarily populist turbo-encabulator.
Now, basically, the only new principle involved is that instead of power being generated by the relative motion of conductors and fluxes, it is produced by the modal interaction of magneto-reluctance and capacitive directance.
Which brings us to where we are today, floundering in the wake of the obscenely similar Retro-Encabulator, featuring yours truly, living proof that leveraging existing assets is not plagiarism. Now, despite encabulation's unparalleled success in reducing sinusoidal depleneration through advanced dingle arm technology, it has failed to meet the unanticipated needs of the cybersecurity industry to create zero-trust operations in level zero monitoring environments to ameliorate zero-day process attacks. That is why, despite zero interest from industry, the SANS ICS security team has taken it upon themselves to develop an entirely new level of encabulation, unresponsive to the needs of the average consumer, and undoubtedly without merit in terms of concomitant asynchronous communication with client-side connectivity. Ladies and gentlemen, ISACs of all sectors, beer included, and children of all ages, may I present the Hyperencabulator. The Hyperencabulator is nothing less than a key ruminant in the advancement of retrograde phenomenology, by which we can achieve results that are plastic, spastic, and cynosynclastic without sacrificing both normative reality and AI-informed modalities. You'll note that the Hyperencabulator utilizes indiscrete modules, making possible virtualized environments that include PLC-controlled stand-up reheaters, as well as Ruthenium-based cloud benders. It also includes a dedicated OT Security Operations Center access panel, known as the SOC drawer. The primary modules of the Hyperencabulator are stackable, DIN-rackable, and unhackable. And please note the complete absence of side fumbling, owing to the maintenance of tolerances allowing a tight conniption fit. Please take little note of this module. The open-source digital ghost daemon, which allows transparent OT invisibility owing entirely to the manipulation of airborne particulate matter and single-surface reflective devices. Or, for criminal infrastructure sectors where the dependability of supramotive Wendelsprox is essential, our handsome ransomware hypervisor is perpetually alert to SQL injections of Gates tracking chips and quantum IoT identification dots. Moreover, whenever a pen test is elected to assure the integrity of a safety instrumented system, our Purdue model modal module defeathers and plucks clean every proverbial fox in the henhouse, and keeps would-be intruders wondering which metaphor got mixed first. As you can see, the hyperencabulator has reached a high level of development. Whereas previous dissimilar devices operated under the concept of manumatic stressor reduction and macroeconomic supply chain SBOMs, the hyperencabulator operates totally under the principle of colonic effluvium expulsion and audible gaseous eruptions. Thomas Edison once said that invention was 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration. If that's the case, Thomas Edison should have invented deodorant. But I regress. In the near future, hyperencabulation will ultimately replace all traditional cybersecurity safeguarding processes with osculating segmentation and entropic astrogation, making what was once thought to be impossible probable. At SANS ICS Security, when we're not innovating, we're encabulating.
We made it back from the doctor. Wolver got his eye surgery. I come out to feed the cat. And look at his head. What the hell, bro? Good Lord, dude. Love hurts. The cat's head. There's meat hanging. And it bled. Oh, his head is bloody. Man, he looks like shit. I feel so bad for it. That cat.